My lawyer will bury you, she said, smiling like it was a toast. Her hand brushed mine as she slid the divorce papers across the table. It was my birthday dinner, candlelight, wine, laughter. Then, this. I didn't look at the papers, I just signed. Her attorney watched, amused. "You sure you don't want to read first?" "No need," I said, voice flat. She earned it. That night she kissed my cheek before leaving. Perfume lingered in the air long after she was gone. Too sweet, almost mocking. I sat there alone, staring at the half-melted candle, thinking about how silence can feel louder than screaming. 72 hours later, my phone rang. Unknown number. A nervous voice. "Sir, may I confirm your last name?" "Anderson." Dead air. Then, faintly, "Oh God." A sound like someone collapsing in the background. Papers rustling. We're withdrawing from the case immediately," the lawyer stammered. Then he hung up. I stared at my reflection in the window. For the first time in years, I smiled. My wife, Claire, always thought of me as the quiet one, the man who let things slide. She mistook silence for weakness. I let her think that. She believed I built my wealth through family money, never asking what kind of family that was. Never wondering why people stepped aside when I entered a room, why her lawyer flinched when I said my last name. Anderson wasn't just a name. It was a signature that opened vaults, moved markets, buried corporations. She never cared to learn. Now she was taking everything, or thought she was. The penthouse, the cars, my time, my reputation. She played her part well, tears and all, telling the judge I'd been distant, that she tried to love me through it. I didn't defend myself, didn't need to, because every word she said told me something more valuable than the assets she was trying to steal. She underestimated me completely. In the quiet that followed the hearing, I studied her, from a distance, like a stranger. She'd moved into the penthouse, replacing me with someone younger, a man who looked at her the way I once did, before I understood what she really was. I didn't interfere. I just observed. Every week I received silent updates, account movements, text transcripts, hotel invoices. I didn't have to hack anything. People volunteered information once they realized which Anderson they were dealing with. Her boyfriend was already in debt. Her new lawyer? Bought. The media contact she thought was her friend? Mine. It took less than a month for the web to tighten. Meanwhile, I played my part. Quiet, invisible, compliant. The defeated husband. Let her post her champagne selfies. Let her flaunt her new freedom. Because freedom is the cruelest illusion when the walls are invisible. The final piece arrived on a Thursday morning. Her new attorney sent a message, mistakenly, to my old address. It was a merger agreement between her and her lover. They planned to liquidate assets transferred under my name using shell companies that I had built. She was trying to erase me with tools I had designed. I almost admired it. I waited until Friday evening, her favorite night for attention. She was dining at the Grand, the same table where she once served me divorce papers. I arrived unannounced, sat across from her. She looked beautiful, radiant, confident. "Mark," she said cautiously, "this is inappropriate." I slid a folder across the table. "You should read this one." Inside, every message, every deal, every fake account, and a single-page court order transferring every asset she held back to my control. Her hand trembled. "You can't." I already did. She looked at me then, not with anger, but fear, the kind that comes when a mask finally cracks. I stood to leave. Her voice broke behind me. "You ruined me." I paused. "No, Claire, you ruined yourself. I just wrote it down." The restaurant had gone silent. People were watching. She reached for her glass, hand shaking, eyes hollow. I saw that calculation collapse behind her pupils. Every lie, every manipulation, turning to dust. I leaned closer, just enough for her to hear. Next time someone tells you to learn a man's name before you destroy him, listen. Then I walked out. That night, I sat in the dark of my empty house. No music, no noise, just the faint hum of the city beyond the windows. People think revenge feels like victory. It doesn't. It feels like silence returning after a long, violent storm. Claire vanished from social circles within weeks. Her lover left. The penthouse sold to cover her debts. She was last seen leaving the city in a borrowed car. I didn't follow, didn't care. I wasn't angry anymore, just awake. When the phone rang again, another trembling voice asking, "Are you that Anderson?" I simply answered, "No, not anymore," and I hung up. Because sometimes the most brutal revenge is letting the world realize who you were after you've already walked away.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.